Do you know what's really annoying? I've got some absolute bangers playing and I have to turn it off every time I'm filming. Journey of 1,000 steps must begin with just one. Obviously, that's just fair. Okay, so I feel like what I need to do to wrap my head around this, I think I just need to cut this out. Obviously I'm gonna make it bigger than it needs to be. I think I need to cut it out, get the rough shape of it, and then offer it up. Once it's in solid metal, I'll have a better idea of what I'm doing. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's try to do that. Yeah.
Any ideas?
So, just like that, I have my piece made. It's gonna go here, something like this. Straight away, I can see where I need to take some material off. This is a good starting point. I'm happy with that. But now I'm just gonna spend an unbelievable amount of time just thinking about it, just trimming it, going back and forth. I'm probably gonna end up looking at it for like another hour or something. Let the pondering begin. I am gonna film an update when I have a better idea of what I'm doing and what's going on with all of this. So check back in a minute. It's actually the next day now. Yesterday I literally just sat there looking at this and this.
Any ideas?
But yeah, I've got this ghetto situation hooked up at the moment. I've just been making this up. In a little minute, I should have this relatively there, and I will film an update in a bit. So it's been a little minute. I am really pleased with my progress so far. It just shows that, like, if you just take your time, things just turn out how you want them to. I'm just being patient with it and just really taking my time with it. But I'm so pleased with how it's turning out. It's turning out really good. I was so worried about this area for so long, and now it's all coming together slowly but surely. I'm quite pleased with it. So this is the panel that I am working on. It's coming together slowly but surely. I have I have a lip here and a lip here that's gonna get plug welded. But before I plug weld them, I'm gonna self-tapper them, use self-tappers from this side to just pull everything together before I weld it. But yeah, all these edges, everything is meeting up really nicely. Offering it up, cutting it a little bit, taking it away, just little by little. I've been at it for, I don't know, a few hours, just literally just tinkering with it. And yeah, I'm really pleased. And because I'm sitting there for so long, I'm coming up with like more ideas of what to do and how to make sure that it all comes together nicely at the end. Whew, prepare to witness some struggling boy. So there's a few things that I need to mark out on here, which one of them being the mounting hole for the wing here, that needs to be at the top on this top lip. The little hole that I want to drill here, just for looks really, even though nobody's ever going to see it, and what the hell am I doing with my life, but whatever. The main thing in this panel is the drain hole. There needs to be a drain hole that allows that to drain. How do you do this? So prepare to witness mega struggly boy. I need to reach my arm inside of there and mark out these edges, so then I know where to cut the thing. Oh, okay, maybe I'll do this first. Maybe I will make this hole, then tighten this down here, so then I've got it in my final resting place, so I know where this is, and then I'll go inside and mark it out. Ah, see, this is what I mean. You just have to sit here for ages and just take your time, and then all these random ideas, they just come to you, like the more you look at this stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna make this hole, bolt this down, and then reach inside, mark out the edges, and then I'll drill my hole. Thinky.
Any ideas?
Okay, let's have a look. I did something. I couldn't see it. Ow! Oh, the gear stick just rolled out my butt. Ow. Okay. Oh, that hurt. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, so that's the bottom bit. That's here. That's where I can make my little hole. And this is where the drainage is going to be. Come with me.
Any ideas?
But that's just a rough. Yeah, look at that. That's decent. Obviously it still needs to go a bit more further, and then I can butt weld this and this. Obviously a little bit of hammering to make sure it meets up nicely. With this hole here, it just looks like a much more like complete repair panel. Like it just actually looks like a little bit more professional. Even though it's just completely and utterly pointless, but kind of cool. We'll need to work on that, but yeah. Nice. Sweet. I will see you in the morning. I know the transitions between days are not that brilliant, but it's been a couple days. I have had to do some really funky bending. You won't even be able to see it, but there is a very, very slight step in here that allows the lip that's on the other side to sit flat against the metal. And I think I'm gonna have to do a little relief cut here just to bring this, make a little cut here, bring this in and then weld it up, and then everything should meet up beautifully. Just need to take a little bit more off here. All of this is gonna get trimmed once it's in place. Yeah, and then I can move on to cleaning up this this little bracket here, because before I do anything else, that needs to be cleaned up, treated. There's a couple of things I have to like get out there because it's just constantly playing on my mind. This whole process is an unbelievably long project. It's already been like months, and I haven't even moved away from this corner. I've got a couple of bits of floor welded up, a wing and a door painted, and there is just an unbelievable amount of work still to do to get the car to the point where I'm able to do all of the really cool things that I have in my head. Like, I've got so many plans for this car, and it's still just gonna take a little while until I can make like the really cool videos. At the moment, I am just kind of doing the stuff that I would enjoy watching, especially with these cars like the Mark II and Mark I Fiestas. They don't really, for some reason, there's not many videos of people doing stuff with them. There's a couple of channels that I watch, so like shout out to you guys. I love it. I sit there and watch people do stuff to their little Fiestas, and I love it. Whenever I'm at home and I'm watching stuff, it's always just on YouTube, and it's always just car stuff, people tinkering in their garages and doing whatever. I'm not a big fan of editing, but the fact that I've got like 2 cars to like keep track of, it's kind of fun. I've got so many plans for this car. Like the really cool, satisfying videos that I personally love watching. People getting new wheels, coilovers, slamming their cars to the ground, just like making cinematic videos of their cars, like driving shots, like things like that. I love all of that kind of stuff. But it's still just going to be such a long time until I'm able to do that. For a while longer, it's going to be a lot of just me scratching my head trying to work out what I'm doing, because I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Like every single repair takes me absolute hours upon hours, like days, which is fine. Like I'm learning to be a lot more patient with it and to actually enjoy the process. Like I love being here. Like I'm so grateful to have this space. I like literally I come here, forget about the world, and it's absolute like zen. If you have a space where you can work on your car, go and do it. It's like literally, it's so good for your mental health. You just forget about the world, concentrate on like a task at hand, and it's honestly the best thing in the world. I absolutely love it. A few of these things have just been churning in my mind, and I just wanted to say it. I'll film an update once I'm a little bit further along with this little process, but see you in a little minute. I have identified where the two folded over lips are that I'm gonna do plug welds to. Instead of doing plug welds, what I want to try and do, so a plug weld is just a single bzz, but I'm gonna try and cut out little they're basically gonna be plug welds but in a line. So I'm gonna cut a long groove on this panel from this way, and then when I'm trying to plug weld it, I'm gonna do like a long run rather than just a single bzz. Fiddling and fiddling and fiddling, and this is what I have. This is what I meant by cutting those slots. So the holes are going to be for self-tapping screws that are going to pull everything together tight, and the slots are for actual welding. So once everything, right now it's all really loose. It's all still flappily wappily, nothing's fixed in place, but you can already see that everything lines up quite well, and the metal is tight to those lips on the other side. So I'm quite happy with that. On to the next thing. It's always the littlest stuff that takes the most time. So I'm cleaning up all these, cleaning up the lips and everything, and this is all looking good. I have started cleaning up this bracket, and as it turns out, there's supposed to be two spot welds. One of them wasn't even there. And the other one was so stubborn and just did not want to come off. My goal was to just get in there, to like get rid of all that rust and just to treat it. Yeah, the only way to do it was to just take that spot weld off, but that's fine. I'm gonna clean that up, fix it, paint it, it'll be fine. It will look good as new. Every single little bit of this car is full of rust. But yeah, so this little situation, I have cleaned it up as best as I can. I've like opened it up, as you can see. It's gonna be looking worse before it looks better, obviously, because at the moment it's just like, what is even going on with this thing? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rust treat this whole area, both of these edges, this edge, and all of this bracket. I'm gonna rust treat, leave overnight, come back tomorrow, sand everything down to bare metal again, so it's all nice and shiny, and weld up, make sure the bracket is welded up, make sure this lip is welded up, and then take it from there. I'm not gonna get too far ahead of myself. I'm just gonna slow and steady wins the bet. See you later.